Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Travis here, back with another video. Today I want to share with you guys a little bit more of my personal Disney pin collection. So I want to share with you my most favorite Disney afternoon pins that I have. So I'm really excited to show you guys, so let's check them out. So if you guys aren't sure what the Disney afternoon is or was, it was a block of television shows back in the 1990s. I believe it started in 1990. And shows on that block were like Gummy Bears, Tailspin, Ducktales, and Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. And then as the years went on, some other shows were added to it. I believe in 1991, Darkwing Duck was part of that block, and then in 1992, Goof Troop came on board. So, you know, I used to love watching those TV shows back in the day, back in the 90s, so I love collecting the Disney afternoon pins. So the first pin that I want to share with you guys is from the Disney afternoon, obviously, and this is a Tailspin pin, and it's got Baloo right here, and my man, Kit Cloud Kicker. Let me show you a close-up of this pin real quick. So here's a close-up of this Tailspin pin, and like I said, you have Baloo right here, and then you have Kit Cloud Kicker right over there on the side. I remember when I watched the show, all the time I was like, I just want to be like Kit Cloud Kicker. I want to like fly in somebody's plane and have like that little surfboard, hoverboard thing, whatever he flips out of his hand and like, you know, surfs the clouds with it. I just thought, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So I always wanted to be like Kit Cloud Kicker. Such a cool character. So as you can see in the background right here, it has like that yellow glitter background, which I think is awesome. So it's kind of like a sparkly embellishment. I think Baloo looks great. I love his expression. He's always like really happy, kind of carefree kind of guy. So I always love that. And then you got, you know, Kit Cloud Kicker right there with his hand on his shoulder. So cute. And just a really cool portrait of these two characters together. But let me go ahead and flip it over and show you the back of the pin real quick. So on the back of the pin, you have a gold finish with one pin post and two nubs. You have like a little Mickey silhouette right there, and it says Disney Employee Center, limited edition of 300, and then it has the copyright Disney, China. So this pin is a DEC pin, a Disney Employee Center pin. So I imagine when this pin was released back in 2010, that it was only released to employees. So this pin is part of a set. There's 5 pins in this set. So you have Tailspin right here, Darkwing Duck, there's Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Gummy Bears, and Ducktales. So those 5 pins make up this set. So I have one of them, so I'll definitely be looking out for the others, but really happy to have this one in my collection. So the next pin that I want to share with you guys from the Disney Afternoon Time Block is this Goofy Movie pin. And this pin is part of a series. It's called the History of Art pin series. So this Goofy Movie pin I think is pretty amazing. It kind of almost looks like an interstate sign, but let me go ahead and show you a close-up of this pin real quick. So on the front of this Goofy Movie pin, you can see the outline of the pin itself. It looks almost like an interstate symbol, which I think is really cool. It kind of goes with, you know, the theme of the pin, because they're on the open road. They're about to go on this great journey to go to the Powerline concert. Goofy is just trying to spend some more time with his son Max. You got Goofy over here looking at the map, not paying attention. You got Max over there freaking out. He's probably thinking, Roxanne, please don't forget me. And then you got all of the stuff up here, all of their luggage. You got their sleeping bags. You got this lantern. Looks like it's about to fly off. And on the right hand side it says Walt Disney's A Goofy Movie, and then on the left hand side it says 1995. So on the back of the pin it has the gold waffle pattern. It has 2 pin posts, and then underneath that it says September 2002, has the copyright Disney, and on the bottom it says limited edition of 2000. So this History of Art pin is really cool. It's an older pin. Like I said, it's from 2002, so it's almost 20 years old. And then I can't believe that the Goofy Movie came out in 1995. I mean, that just makes me feel old. But if you haven't seen the Goofy Movie yet, check it out. I feel like it's one of Disney's most underrated movies. It's absolutely amazing. This pin right here, I don't really see a lot of times in people's trader books, so I would say it's pretty rare, even though it's limited edition 2000. You know, it might be in a lot of people's collections. So I'm super happy to have this in my collection. Next up is a pin from one of my favorite shows on the Disney Afternoon Time Block, and that show is Ducktales. I love that show. And this is a newer pin. This pin came out in 2018, and it was part of a set. It was part of a song set, and it was released at Disneyland Resort in California. But when I saw the set being released, I'm like, man, I gotta get this pin. So this is the Ducktales pin from that set, and it says life is like a hurricane, you know, like the song goes, life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. But anyways, I'm not a great singer, but let me go ahead and show you a close-up of this pin real quick. So here's a close-up of the Channel 28 Ducktales song set pin. Right off the bat, I really love how it looks like a TV right here, and you got Scrooge McDuck. It looks like he's jumping out of the TV towards you, but he's not really. He's really diving into his big old pile of money. So he has his swimsuit on right here, and all these coins in the background are kind of flying everywhere, like he just dove in headfirst into his money vault. So I think that's really cool. And then on the bottom it says life is like a hurricane, and it has like these sparkling embellishments in the blue part of the paint, which I really like as well. So on the back of the pin you have the traditional Mickey waffle pattern that goes all the way to the ends. It's a gold finish. It has 2 pin posts. On the left hand side it says channel 28. On the right hand side it has the Disney Pin Trading logo 2018, and then underneath right here it says Ducktales theme Muller from 1987 Wonderland BMI, and then underneath that it has limited edition of 200, so this is a limited edition of 200 pin. And on the right hand side, Disney copyright made in China, and then the FAC. So this pen, like I said, was released in 2018. It's part of a set, and it was released at Disneyland Resort in California. So these pins, the channel 28 pins, released at one of the Disney pin trading nights over in California at Disneyland Resort. So the pin trading nights, happened back in 2018. They haven't happened recently because of everything that's going on, but they've happened in 2018 and in years prior, and they were a paid admission to be able to go to these events. I believe the admission was like $15, so you would register online, and if it wasn't sold out and you got in, you would have access to go to the event and then purchase the pins that were released for that event. So this was a channel 28 event, so if you got to go, you could buy these pins. So just an awesome pin. I'm looking for the other pins that are in this set, but I'm super happy to have the Ducktales one in my collection. So the next pin that I want to share with you guys is a Darkwing Duck pin, and this pin is a WDI pin, so it's a Walt Disney Imagineering pin. And on the front you have Launchpad right there, you got Darkwing Duck. There's a lot of stuff going on right here, so let me go ahead and show you a close-up of this pin real quick. So here's a close-up of the Ducktales WDI pin, and as you can see you got Launchpad McQuack right there with his arms out like, I don't know what just happened. And then you got Darkwing Duck right here, and they just like crash landed their vehicle, the rat catcher, into a pond in front of Cinderella Castle, and then you have like these 2 white ducks just trying to get out of the way because they're like, what the heck just happened? But I really like the colors that they used in this pin. I love all the colors that are going on right here, how they used the 2 tones of purple for Darkwing Duck's cape right there, and then the purple for the vehicle. The red here is really vibrant with the yellow. I think Launchpad's face is like, I have no idea what just happened, even though he crashes everything, so I think that's really funny. I also really like the blue right here for the water, and this is a pin-on-pin element, so let me go ahead and turn it to the side and show you that real quick. So as you can see, this pin is a pin-on-pin element, so you have the front pin right here that's attached to that back pin. So it's like a layered element. So here's a quick look at the back of the pin, and as you guys know, if it's a WDI pin, the markings on the back are going to be like these little sorcerer hats. So it has the sorcerer hats there, it has 2 pin posts, and then right here it says Walt Disney Imagineering Imagineer Exclusive Limited Edition of 300, and then it has the Disney copyright China. So I just think that this pin is really cool. Like, you don't really see Disney Afternoon characters in front of Cinderella Castle, which is at Walt Disney World, which is, the park that I go to most often. Love the Magic Kingdom, and we go to Walt Disney World all the time. Not right now because of everything that's going on, but normally we do. So it's just cool to see the Disney Afternoon characters at Walt Disney World. This pin is part of a series, so there are other pins in this series, and it's called like the Duck Castle series. So I believe there's another one that has like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and they're in front of the Tokyo Disneyland Castle. And then you have another one with Scrooge McDuck in front of the Sleeping Beauty Castle at Disneyland. So I'd love to get the other pins in that set. This is the only one that I have right now, but I'm super happy to have this pin and be able to put this in my collection. Alright, so the last pin I'm going to share with you guys is one of my most favorite pins out of my Disney Afternoon collection. This is a Chippendale Rescue Rangers pin. Check the shirt out. It's a Chippendales Rescue Rangers. I usually wear this when I go to the Flower and Garden Festival. I hope we can go this year. We'll see what happens, with everything going on. But like I said, this is a Chippendale Rescue Rangers pin, and this is from Europe. This is from the Disney Store UK, or the Disney Store Europe. This is a very hard pin to find, and this is the Disney Afternoon TV cartoon series Chippendale Rescue Ranger pin. Let me go ahead and show you a close-up of it real quick. So here's a close-up of the Chippendale Rescue Rangers Disney Store Europe pin. I don't think it's on the correct card because this says 2009, and I believe that this pin came out in 2010, and I believe that this pin series on the bottom says TV cartoon series. So this is a Disney Store UK card, or it's a Disney Store Europe card, but I don't think this is the right card for that pin. But I just wanted to point that out real quick. But anyways, let me show you this pin a little bit closer up. So here's a closer look at the Chippendale UK Rescue Rangers pin. So I just love everything that is going on with this pin. So you got Chip down there just holding everybody up. You got Dale right there with his Hawaiian shirt, kind of goofing off, holding up Gadget. I love Gadget. I feel like she was one of my favorite characters in Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. And then you got my little guy Zipper right here, and he's on like a little dangle effect, so he kind of moves around, kind of like, you know, he's always flying around, buzz, 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 so I think that's really cool. And then you have Monterey Jack right there, you know, strong arm in it, you know, trying to help everyone being hoisted up. And then you have like their little gadget plane right there. I don't know if it's called the gadget plane, but it's like the plane or the vehicle that they use to fly around. So I really like the top of the airship, like the balloon that holds their little ship up is gold, and it has like that sparkling embellishments in there. So I think that that's really cool. But let me go ahead and flip this pin over and show you the back real quick. So here's a look at the back of the Chip 'n Dale Disney Store UK pin. As you can see, it has a gold finish to the background. There's 2 pin posts. And right here it says Disney Store exclusive. And then on the right hand side you have the Disney Pin Trading logo, and this is a limited edition of 750, and then it has the copyright China. So like I said, this is definitely one of my most favorite Disney Afternoon pins in my collection. This pin is part of a series, so there are 4 pins in this series. You have this one right here, the Rescue Rangers, there's a Ducktales one, there's a Goof Troop one, and there is a Gummy Bears one. I do have the Gummy Bears one, and if you want to see what that one looks like, I'll leave a link to that video right up here for you. But just an awesome series. I never see these in people's pin traders books, ever. Like, they are very rare, and when you do find them, usually the people who want to trade for them are trying to look for something really special, because they're just not that common and you just don't see them that often. But I'm super happy to have this. I'm still on the lookout for the other ones in this set. But what an awesome pin. I just love everything that's going on, and I really love this little dangle effect here with Zipper. How he's kind of like flying around over there. So I just think that that's really cool. So I remember when I was watching a Disney Afternoon, like I had my favorite shows. Like my favorite shows on the Disney Afternoon block was Ducktales and Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Goof Troop was really high up there, and so was Tailspin, but I feel like Chip 'n Dale and Ducktales were my favorite. But I loved all of them. The ones that I really didn't care for that much, like Gummy Bears was like, it was okay for me, it wasn't my favorite. And then when they started getting further along in the Disney Afternoon, when they had Bonkers, like I really didn't care for Bonkers that much. But leave me a comment down below, guys. Let me know what your favorite shows were on the Disney Afternoon time block, and let me know which ones you really didn't care for. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you had a favorite pin out of this pin haul, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite was. Mine is definitely this Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers pin from the UK. Love this pin, but let me know what your favorite was down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please go to thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.